Edo, we'll start with you. A new season, a new car, a new powertrain, but it's still the same team. How are you feeling going into your 6th season with this squad?
Yeah, as you said, so the team, effectively the team didn't change. So I'm working with the same technical team, effectively communication, marketing. So this didn't really change, and actually for me, it's. I mean, from outside I can understand, that we have like different sponsors, different partners, but for me, effectively, it's still the same.
And after finishing 2nd and 3rd in the championship the last 2 years, does that give you more motivation to try and win the championship this year, or it doesn't make any difference to you?
Actually, I was speaking about it like just now. So I feel I'm the almost champion guy. And does that give me more motivation? No. I'll try to do my best and then see, what we can achieve together with the team. And hopefully, if we can make it, I'll be very happy. But it's not really changing anything.
And a word on the cars. How different does the circuit feel in these cars compared to before?
Definitely, you can feel quite some difference. Different like level of power, grip, the way the car is ending. It's definitely challenging. We will do later on a race. I'm very curious to see how it's going to be also in the race, racing. The others, my competitors, and we have to wait and see, I would say.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the test. Antonio, how is life as a Porsche factory driver?
Hard.
Hi.
Yeah, very nice. I said hard.
Why? Why is it so hard? You need to speak up. I can't hear you.
I have a lot of meetings going on, a lot more meetings than in the past. But no, it's good. It's been a quite a smooth transition, to be honest. Pascal's been super helpful, bringing me in. All the engineers super open. Actually, a lot more open than what I was expecting. Really making sure they explain everything to me, that I understand why they do things the way they do it. So it's been okay. Obviously, a lot to learn, a lot to understand. But it's a very impressive group of people, technically speaking, and I think it's a matter of time until we are at least in a fighting position.
The pace looked quite good yesterday. Are you looking at one lap pace or not really? How does that work over the course of the week?
I'm trying to work a little bit on race pace and one lap pace. Yes, we are targeting to be quick. That's clear. I don't like to sandbag, and I don't like to. The goal is clear. We want to be quick, and we are trying to be quick here. So what you effectively see on the timesheets, it's where we are at the moment. I think yesterday isn't super representative, as the day was a bit compromised at the end, and again with the rain, and today I've actually had some issues, so I barely did any laps today. So still some valuable lessons being learned over the last day and a half. As Edo said, we do have this race exercise this afternoon, which for me personally in the team, doing my first ever kind of race with a new car, it's always very different. A lot has changed inside the car. Coming from DS to Porsche, all the communications and all that. So it's actually an important exercise for me as a driver as well. But yeah, still a bit of work to do, but I think we're on the right track.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. And Rene, turning to you, welcome back to Formula E. Since Audi left, were you always trying to find a way back into the championship, or did the McLaren thing kind of come as a surprise? How did it work?
It came kind of a surprise, to be honest. Obviously, after the 1 year with Audi, I said that cannot be it. I wanted to come back with somehow. But then, obviously, last year I did full season of DTM, or this year DTM and WEC. And now back in Formula E. I think it's a good point to join Formula E again, because everything is new. New teams, new drivers, new cars. So for me, I think it's the perfect entry into a new challenge.
And how is it working with the team? Because it's sort of the reigning champions from last year, but they're now McLaren. So are they all quite a sort of tight structure that you're having to get involved with?
I know why they won 2 times the championship. I mean, you can see it. When you join the team and you see how they operate, how they work, the structure behind it, then it opened my eyes, to be honest. So they are very good. They are performing on a very, very high level. They work different to what I was used to. and that's why I have to learn a lot. Everything is different, and it's an English team, which is as well different to me. Most of the years, all of the years, I think I only worked with German teams, so at least I could speak some German. Now it's it's completely gone. And just that is different, you know, and also the work ethic, everything is just so different. So for me, there's a lot to learn, and like for Antonio, the car is also completely different in terms of software systems, how they operate. So all these kind of things are new, and we try to spend as much time as we can in the sim, and as well on track, but obviously the testing is quite limited, so we couldn't really test before coming here. So this is the first proper test.
Wow, well, very interesting. Are you sometimes accidentally speaking German on the radio then, like just out of habit, or?
No, the communication on the radio was always English,
Yeah.
but you know, between making fun and making jokes was in the past was German.
Oh, so you got to make jokes now in English.
No, they're not allowed to.
Cool. Thank you very much. We'll open it up to the floor now if you want to raise your hand and then ask a question.
Yeah, question for all three drivers. The expectation was that the Gen 3 would be around 4 to 5 seconds quicker than the Gen 2. We've not seen that yet. What do you feel the reason for that is? Is it predominantly tyres, or is it a bit of everything?
I think that Max actually achieved a faster lap time than what I did last year. So in a way, like, it's already faster in qualifying lap. Maybe, you know, some of us were expecting a bigger difference, but I guess that maybe it's going to come with us probably exploiting better the car. I think that you're going to see probably a lot bigger difference actually, like in the race in target laps, because I think that the car is effectively a lot more efficient. So there is still a lot to discover. We were at the end of the Gen 2 car last year with softwares that were fine-tuned. We were exploiting pretty much, you know, the entire performance out of this car, and I guess that we still need to discover quite a lot, you know, from this one. So it's not entirely fair, you know, to do I would say a comparison right now.
Antonio?
Yeah, not much more to add, to be honest. I think the cars they have a lot more power than before, but at the moment, in certain conditions, it's quite hard to use it, which I think it's a good thing for the people watching. You know, there will be more mistakes from the drivers. There will be, you know, harder to dominate this car, and I think it'll produce very good racing. So you are right, maybe not quite as quick yet as we thought we would be, but like Edo said, I think it'll come with time. But I think it's going to produce some really good racing.
Rene?
Yeah, I think not much to add. Not everybody has exploited the limits yet, and there's still a lot of lap time to come during the season, I would say. The car feels quicker, and I think after 2 years of driving it, we will be quicker for sure than Gen 2, and hopefully also quite a bit quicker.
Cool. Next question.
Hi everybody, just a couple of questions from me. First of all, Antonio, new team, I can imagine quite a lot of change for you, but reflecting on last season, really good in places, maybe a little bit not to your taste in other places, so how do you reflect on that? And then just to everybody else after that, obviously brand new tyres as well, the Hankooks, heard a lot of mixed reviews, heard they can be very, very durable, but heard they also have sort of a very clear and defined drop-off. What's your kind of just general feedback from your first tests and first running with it?
Yeah, I think looking back at last year, the start of it was very disappointing. I think what we brought to the car between season 7 and 8, we were actually caught by surprise with a few things, and basically meant the first 4 or 5 races for me was almost 0 points scored. And then once we figured ourselves out, I also had some new technical people in the team directly working with my car, which it slowed us down in the beginning. But once we all got to grips with everything, I think I ended up being the driver with better qualifying average or something, or more poles or whatever.
I think you had the best of the year.
Yeah, something like that. So our season started way too late, effectively. So I think from round 5, only Stoff scored more points than me. So he's a deserving champion, absolutely. But yes, we finished further back than what our pace was capable of. So it is what it is. As you said, I'm not here to be a field filler. So obviously not happy with the outcome, but yeah, happy with a new challenge now.
And a little bit on tyres.
Tires. The black things, yeah, were on the...
Yeah, the round ones.
Yeah, look, like these guys said before, I think the tires also come into play with what we're saying. It's the Michelins, they had their own tricks as well to understand, and we were all mastering them after many years with those tires. And I always tell to my tire guy in the team, yeah, we have a tire guy. I think everyone does by now.
We got 3.
Yeah. That's why. He has the hardest job in the whole, because to understand tires is such a difficult thing. Obviously, Hankook gives everyone, the same amount of information to make it fair. So it's an important job in the team, and yeah, we're going through that process, and we still there's a lot to discover. So yeah, they're playing some tricks on us sometimes in a good way, and but it's part of the process, and it's a fun process.
Edo and Rene, a quick word on the tyres.
Yeah, they're for sure different. I mean, I'm probably not the one who can comment the most on it because I only did one season in Formula E, which is 2 years ago. So obviously they feel different. They need to be treated different. But I think, yeah, everybody will get to know them very quickly and will drive to its optimum.
Yeah, in a way I feel for Hankook because effectively the tires that we use here are very different than in any other motorsport championship, and they are coming after Michelin that managed basically to develop a tire for 8 years, and so definitely it's not easy to come after them, and but so far I must say so far so good. We have to understand them probably better and see what kind of grip we can extract from them.
Cool. Guys, thank you very much for joining us.